Chris.
Hey guys, welcome to Weekly Talk featuring Dave and Chris. I'm Chris, and to my left is
Dave.
Alright, so we decided recently that we wanted to start a podcast. I don't really know where the idea came from, but it came to us probably at dinner about a month and a half ago.
About right, yeah.
So what I do for a living, not very desirable. I'm a warehouse worker for a flooring company. I'm what they call the dock coordinator. What about you, Dave?
I am a software developer for a company in Poland, Ohio, and we develop software for jail systems.
Must be fucking nice, huh?
It's not bad. Some days.
He has himself a college degree. The best piece of paper I have is my DD 214.
Yeah. Currently going for my master's, but, we'll see how that goes.
So overall, we wanted this podcast to kind of be something that you'd want to listen to for, your hip-hop music and your current events and your pop culture. I'm not biased to just hip-hop, but I do listen to it more often. But, just give you some insight about shit like that. And then Dave, man, he comes with a plethora of knowledge on
gaming and technology. The world is evolving with gaming and technology, and there's endless things to talk about. So that's what I'm bringing to the table here.
So without further ado, let's get into this. If you're tuning in because you have been sent here from our Twitter account, we very much plan on announcing that winner, but it's not going to be until later on in the episode. However, we had been gifted permission from the man Futuristic himself to kind of review his latest album titled I Am. I picked a favorite song from it. We're going to go ahead and give you a little snippet of it. Nothing special, just a little smidgen. From here, I don't know. Let's see. What do you got in the video game world, Dave? What do we got?
All right, so I'm not sure if anybody has seen it who is really a fan of Call of Duty. It's one of the biggest franchises in gaming. But Modern Warfare was announced slightly before E3. E3 did take off around, I think it was beginning of June, mid-June. However, there wasn't any footage of Call of Duty Modern Warfare at E3. And there's a couple questions regarding that. Simply the title, Modern Warfare. A lot of people were thinking that it was a reskin of the original Modern Warfare that came out about 10 years ago.
So it's not a reboot?
It is not a reboot, no. It is...
what is it?
They're basically taking the concept of Modern Warfare and, go figure, modernizing it. So, what Modern Warfare was 10 years ago is no longer Modern Warfare. So they're taking us into this generation of Modern Warfare. Granted, it's going to involve the same characters.
Will there be a campaign?
Yes. That was the biggest point of... basically, everybody was concerned about the campaign because, as you realize, Black Ops 4 did not come with that traditional campaign. This Modern Warfare that launches in October will come fully equipped with the campaign, along with multiplayer and a mode they have not announced, but everybody's speculating on Spec Ops from Modern Warfare 3, which was pretty cool. It wasn't bad. I didn't play it a whole lot, but I know a lot of people did enjoy that, so I think they're coming back with that. There was actually recently a trailer released. It was kind of like a teaser to their multiplayer.
That teaser. It was a very graphically inclined looking teaser.
Yeah.
The night vision was, on point.
Yeah.
Is that actually gameplay, or is this all...
Now,
what are we really looking
the
at?
trailer that was released around E3.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That one looked incredible. I started watching that, and I'm looking, and I'm like, there's no way this is gameplay.
I think we texted each other that very night.
I think we did.
Just blown away. We're like, holy crap, I might get back into Modern Warfare.
Exactly, because it looks so real that you would automatically assume it's not real gameplay. However, it was posted at the beginning of that trailer that is actual in-game footage, which is incredible to me. So I know IGN had posted some things and some articles about it.
All right, so here's the thing. Sometimes when you see these trailers and it says in-game footage, it's a cinematic when you actually play the game. Well, what they showed you in the trailer ends up being some cinematic. You're not playing it. Is that what this is?
Now, I thought about that as well. And I believe that could be the case. Yes, it is technically quote-unquote in-game footage because it could be in,
I get that.
Something like
now
that.
We're just abusing the technicalities.
I agree. But I think it's going to be pretty close. I know they have been working on a new Call of Duty engine, which allows them to bring those graphics to the game. And I think it's going to be really in-depth and graphically amazing to just see this, play through the campaign. Multiplayer is going to be very similar. But yeah, I mean, visually, I think it's going to look pretty close to that trailer. And I don't know if you've seen that trailer the other day. There was actually a multiplayer teaser where you had the helicopter.
No, I haven't seen that.
Now, originally when I first saw that, I thought to myself, like a battle royale. Like you're coming in with the helicopter, you have your squad there, and you know it's a battle royale. Can we hope for that? Yes. Will we get it? I don't know. With Black Ops 4 already having the battle royale style, I don't feel like this new Modern Warfare will have that. However, it did look like that. They didn't show much. It just showed the helicopter coming in, swinging around. Again, looked incredible. And then, your squad gets out and you have your gun with you. That was the teaser.
Who's making this one? Is this
Infinity War.
Infinity War?
Yeah, Sledgehammer is actually out of the cycle right now.
Where's Treyarch? Are they still in the
Treyarch
rotation?
was Black Ops 4, and they will be Call of Duty 2020.
All right. 2020? Yeah. Is that actually going to be called 2020?
I doubt it.
All right. I don't know, man. I haven't been caught up on the games.
No.
Nevertheless, I'm pretty confident this Call of Duty might give me a nostalgic feeling and make me hop back in.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of things that are familiar with, the Modern Warfare feel. And I've heard a lot of that looking at the articles, videos, reading player comments, because people have played the game at E3. It wasn't showcased at E3, but they did get hands-on. And they said it feels a lot like the Call of Duty roots that everybody wants so much. And I mean, there was, for multiplayer, on the multiplayer side, there's a big reveal coming up August 1st, which will be included in our next podcast. Maybe a breakdown of that, first impressions of that trailer, and that may go more in depth onto what we saw in that teaser, if there might be a battle royale mode, how the maps are going to be laid out. They did, however, show gameplay of a multiplayer mode called 2v2 Gunfight.
Ooh. What?
Now,
all right, I remember Gunfight.
Yeah. It looked. I don't know what it was called. If it was called Gunfight, it probably was. But I know they released footage of people playing it. Obviously, it's 2v2. They're quick kind of matches on custom maps. These custom maps are small. They're close quarters, and there's a lot of cover. And I can't remember the exact number of rounds. I believe there's like 8 rounds or so. And whoever has the most kills at the end wins, something along those lines. Each round is timed. I want to say it's about 40 seconds, which gives you plenty of time. The greatest thing about this, and I was nervous about using a creative class system, but they actually took this mode and everybody gets the same loadout. So you'll get the same grenade, you'll get the same gun, you'll get the same sidearm.
When is this game coming out?
This, I would have to look at this exact day. I believe it's October 13th of this year.
I don't know if any of you listeners, or even if we have listeners at this point, but I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the 2012 Call of Duty times. But you may have been murked on by some fella named Brassy Lizard. There's about 8 or 9 of us with that gamer tag. This is my talking shit segment where I'm saying be prepared for that to happen again.
Right. Along with, if it feels the same, I feel like it's going to bring back a lot of memories.
There's going to be a lot of people who are going to jump on this game solely to get that feel that they had back in, 2012, 2013, 2014.
Exactly.
Man, maybe even before that. Shit. There was a time that we were playing shit. I was in Newton Falls. You lived in Newton Falls.
I think I still live in Newton Falls.
That was 08? 09? Wow,
it was
man.
a while ago.
Memories are coming back, no doubt. So I promised my man Dave that he can say a couple more things about his little Call of Duty segment. But I, in return, want him to say it with this little effect button, because I've been messing with it all day, and it's just, wow.
So, for the, for the rest of his Call of Duty, he will sound like this. Drive on. Alright, so I'm gonna... I'm fucking with you guys. Alright, here we go.
Alright. So, I'm glad he switched that effect. However, there were a few more points I wanted to make about Call of Duty. There are some things that people may find interesting, which I recently found out. Now, normally Call of Duty launches with a season pass. From what it looks like, and I can't 100% confirm this yet, but it looks like there is no season pass, that there will be free maps and content without the season pass. So, and that would be obviously available to everyone. The greatest thing I read here was actually that cross-play support will be enabled for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, which is a game changer in many games. There's not a lot of games out there that offer that type of support. I think Rocket League offers that support, Fortnite, and it's just a great experience when you could play with gamers on other platforms, like your friends have Xbox, some friends have PS4.
Wait. We're going to be able to do cross-platform.
Exactly.
No fucking way.
And it's something that has to be developed for each game, and that's why you can't just flip a switch and every game has cross-platform play. But the new Call of Duty, from what I've seen and heard, will support that. So we may be hearing more about that here in the future. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they add it.
Yeah,
I think that'd be
no doubt.
That'd definitely be a game changer.
Honestly, if it wasn't for like console wars, I would see no issue with getting rid of, exclusives and just having cross-platform for everything. I'm tired of having to own 3 systems to play with 3 different people.
I agree. And I think a lot of the problem came with Sony because they were against it. I think Microsoft was all for it.
I know.
But since Sony wouldn't play ball with that.
I did read how, because of, the Google Stadia coming out, I do believe Microsoft and Sony are working together to try to come up with an answer to Google's little attack.
Right, exactly.
But, yeah, I mean, so you heard everything he has to offer about Call of Duty right now. There's going to be more, more talk in the future about future games. But right now, man, we got to drive this show on. So I'm not too sure if you guys are familiar with my man A$AP Rocky. Long live A$AP, by the way. This guy, let's be real, he may have committed a crime. I don't know. Let it be. It is what it is. But the fact that Sweden is holding him like he's, some kind of dog or something, just locked up, it's a little crazy. Like, I've been seeing all over Twitter about how G-Eazy kind of went through the same situation just last year with his coke possession and his minor assault. And they kind of, not even a slap on the wrist. Like, hey, bud, pay your fine. Here's a night in jail. Whatever. A$AP Rocky, on the other hand, this man has been stuck in Sweden since July 3rd. He's been locked up since July 3rd. So not only is this lockup costing him money, it's keeping him from his family, hell, keeping him from his country. Jesus. I don't know, man. What do you think? Do you think that, there's anything going on with race, or do you think it's the extent of each crime?
I mean, race may play a factor. I have no clue, but it depends on the crime and the law in Sweden. I mean, you say he did.
No doubt. They are
same
saying
crime
that,
here. May be a slap on the wrist.
G-Eazy was in Sweden with his crime as well. So, but they are saying, you know, no special treatment. In Sweden, everybody is the same. If I commit a crime and then Kim Kardashian commits a crime, we get the same punishment. I hope that they're really following true to that, because that's pretty much how it should be. I don't know. Let's just...
I mean, that's definitely not the case here in the U.S.
Let's hope this man gets out and just decides never to visit Sweden again. Nothing against y'all. I get that he might have a lot of fans and he might have a lot of money he can make there, but we can't be having him go through shit like this. That's just too much, man. Long live ASAP. Speaking of Sweden, have you heard of a game called Generation Zero?
This is actually the first time I've heard of this game. And I tell you what, I actually watched a trailer here today, and it looks absolutely incredible. The gameplay looks pretty fluid. The graphics look great. I could actually relate it to other games. I've played Horizon Zero Dawn. I feel like it relates really well with Horizon because of the way... basically, the game is set in a time where, you know, it looks like machines have taken over, essentially.
Yeah, but it's in the mid-'80s. Mid to late 80s. So that's kind of a cool little aspect of it.
Right, exactly. And these machines, you know, have different abilities and different armor, different attacks, whatever. And you basically have to survive. It's kind of like a survival-based game, it looks like. And then you uncover secrets within the map, within your surroundings, within the story, that will, you know, maybe unlock exactly what happened and how to fix it, essentially. But like with Horizon Zero Dawn, the way you take out enemies in Generation Zero seems to be very similar to Horizon Zero Dawn, because you essentially go for the armor first, get that off, expose their weak points, and then take them out. The interesting thing I saw about Generation Zero is, say you go in, you damage an enemy, he, you know, has, say, 50 health left. Well, if you run into that same exact machine later in the game, he still has 50 health.
He is waiting the way you had left him. But I've noticed, I think what they're pushing is the angle of the AI learning and advancing. The enemy is not only coming at you in, you know, your standard enemy type of way, but it's coming at you and learning where you're hiding. It's keeping track of what you're doing and following your steps. So you might not be able to use the same maneuver multiple times.
Exactly.
It's I don't know.
Which I think that'd be pretty cool, and I know that's available. Is that available now?
It is available. We are currently. It's on Xbox, I believe. Sony PlayStation. I know it's on Steam for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, it might be worth checking out. I don't know much about Avalanche Studios.
Yeah, and neither did I, and that's why, you know, this thing wasn't blown up as much as, you know, you would think it would be. But I'm definitely gonna get the game, check it out.
This game looks pretty on point. But I mean, let's be real, man. We're in 2019. Pretty much every game looks graphically inclined.
Yeah.
I mean, I have noticed that a lot of games are trying to kind of hit that retro look with the, you know, the kind of doing what Minecraft did. Minecraft blew up because of the whole 16-bit look. So I feel like some games are trying to go backwards, but this one is definitely a step into the future.
Right.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure that's all I've got to talk about with the video games. What do you got?
I think that's about it for now. I mean, I would definitely stay tuned for future podcasts. We're definitely going to be going into the world of virtual reality, which is definitely exciting. I'll be going through some PSVR, and Google Stadia is definitely going to be up and coming.
Yeah,
We're going to be doing a few segments on that, because we're going to also do a first impressions.
I'm a very firm believer in Google. I stand behind Google. I got that shit on pre-order, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, Google controls the technology world, essentially.
If you,
in my eyes, at least.
If you are opposed to one of the most successful online companies, I don't know what to say to you, man. Maybe you should do some research. I don't know. You like Android? Thank Google. So another little thing about the music world. I've recently learned that Cardi B has been, picked up to portray Selena in an upcoming biopic. Let's be real. I'm a big Cardi fan, man. I got that shit, whatever. But I don't know, man. I feel like that's one of those make it or break it type of roles. I mean, Cardi's got a really great thing going. She's running with this career. She's taking off like a fucking firework. But if she portrays Selena in a bad manner, what could happen, man? It seems like a touchy subject. I don't want to touch it too much. I hope this wasn't a bad decision. What you got? I mean, I know you don't really fuck with Cardi, but...
Right, I don't usually, but, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna agree with you, though.
Yeah, it's we'll stay tuned for that one, for sure. Alright, let's move on to a different subject. Recently read that Avengers Endgame, one of my favorite movies of the year.
Definitely one of mine. Possibly of all time. It was an incredible movie.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I sat in that Cinemark theater, and I know that I was one of 100 men crying.
Yes, all 5 times.
Iron Man, that's pretty much what turned me on to the Marvel movies, and I don't know, man, I'm not a fan of seeing Robert Downey Jr. not be a part of the future. Tom Holland, I do feel he could carry this. He could carry at least his set for quite some time. He's a young, talented man. He's got a really, really great looking future. Pretty much anybody affiliated with Marvel has a great looking future. Exactly. I'd hate to be in Hollywood and try not to be a part of Marvel.
Yeah, and I know Spider-Man Far From Home just released. I know they just crossed the 1 billion.
I have not watched it yet.
I'm not gonna spoil anything though. But wife, it's good.
My wife, you'll hear me talk about my wife quite a bit. Her name's Danielle. I call her Danny. So Danny and I had planned on going to see it on our vacation. Didn't happen. I did go see the Men in Black. I know that the women are all over Thor because of Chris Hemsworth. I got it. Dude's he's a sexy motherfucker, no doubt. I liked Men in Black solely because of him, not because he's sexy. I'm not into that. My wife probably watched it because Thor was portraying a man in black, But back to the Avengers. They just did a really, really phenomenal thing. They've officially set the record and become the biggest blockbuster of all time. I'm not talking biggest blockbuster of the year. We're talking all time, and that's equating for inflation. So go back in history, find a movie that you thought was big. Guess what? Avengers just stomped on it. All right. I know people are saying, "Oh, they only did it with the reboot." I'm pretty sure. Who are they going against?
It was Avatar.
Avatar. Yeah.
Titanic and then Avatar, but they passed
Titanic. Man, Jack had room to get on that boat. Or on that door. So, and even Leo recently was asked, "Hey, how come you didn't get on the door? There was enough room." He said no comment. When you say no comment, that means you agree. Let's be real. So yeah, they're saying Avatar didn't do it with reboot. Yes, they did.
And I think they actually had like 3 or 4 reboots of Avatar.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. And that was honestly my first impression when I saw that. I'm like, well, they did it with reboot. Great that they did it, but they did it with a reboot.
Did you
doing
see the
more
reboot?
Research? What was that?
Did you see the reboot?
I did not. I know they added more content at the end.
That upsets me because I didn't see it either. No doubt, my wife and I did purchase tickets just to help this movie advance. We did purchase the tickets for the reboot. I have a pretty hectic work schedule. I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. at my wonderful warehouse job. So it's been pretty rough to try to find time to do other shit. Overall though, man, I'm a big fan that they were able to be the biggest blockbuster. I can't believe they did something like that. If you're a part of the Disney roster,
yeah, they definitely deserve it. I mean, Disney's blown out of the water with all these
Disney,
remakes and different movies, purchasing Marvel,
acquiring Fox. Disney, man, they are about to be they were already a force to reckon with, but they're Goliath, man, and there is gonna be no David.
Right.
Like, let's be real. They got it. They run the entertainment world. All right, man. I don't know a whole lot about what's going on with this new Thor. I know Chris Hemsworth's going to be a part of it, but I also know that Natalie Portman is being rumored about being, the female Thor. And I'm wondering, are they planning on ditching Hemsworth? Is he done?
I don't believe so, actually.
I mean, because
I just saw this recently.
To have a fourth movie is kind of not traditional.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, I mean, I don't have any thoughts on it. I just saw recently about Natalie Portman, and, I mean, they handed her the, Thor's hammer.
I know, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It looks legit.
She is worthy. I'll give her that.
So I don't know if...
I know a lot of the guys
I don't see it, but I don't know.
A lot of the guys at work have been making the joke that, oh, hey, for once, we'll look forward to seeing Thor. Our wives have been, lusting after Hemsworth for a while. Let's see how the men feel about Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm neither here nor there. I really hope that they don't get rid of Hemsworth. Well, I know they're not going to get rid of him. He's going to get rid of them. If they split up, it's going to be a mutual deal. He's too big for them to let go. There's too many followers. I don't read the comics. Any of you guys who do, man, feel free to drop us a line on our Twitter handle. It's at WTF Dave and Chris. Or feel free to email us. What's the email address, Dave?
Email is at WTF daveandchris@gmail.com.
You like that? The WTF thing we did there? Weekly talk featuring Dave and Chris. You know what we're doing. You know what it is. It ain't that clever, but I thought it was. Whatever. Alright. I don't know if you guys have seen the teaser trailer for what I'm very excited about. A new Top Gun. Tom Cruise Top Gun. What the fuck? I mean, they're even aging it. They're acting like all this time has passed between the last Top Gun and this Top Gun. And guess what? This dude has not gained any rank. This dude has stayed the same rank. What is going on? When it comes out, you'll know what's going on. Recently, San Diego Comic-Con had happened. It is probably, if not the biggest Comic-Con that happens every year. I personally would love to go. However, I'm poor. I mean, I'm not poor, but I ain't San Diego Comic-Con money.
Yeah, some of those expos, they cost a pretty penny.
I mean, nothing against the Youngstown Comic-Con, but that's where I be. That's where you can find me.
Usually one in Columbus as well.
I did go to Wizard World in Cleveland this past year, which was really, really nice. It was a really great Comic-Con, but still nothing compared to San Diego Comic-Con. I mean, you got people traveling from all over the world solely for San Diego Comic-Con. One of the biggest things that people have been collecting, I don't know why, but these things called Funko Pops. Well, I tell you what, man, if you are into pretty much anything that would be perceived as nerdy, quote unquote, you're collecting Funko Pops, man. There's no denying it. It's just little vinyl bobblehead. But guess what? You ain't using it as a bobblehead, because if you open it and you ruin that box, you get pissed as fuck. At least I do. And at least most of the collectors I know of do. So San Diego Comic-Con, there was a whole lineup of Funko exclusives, man. And EntertainmentEarth.com, one of the best websites for ordering your exclusive content. Guess what? I got to it too late. I did not get to get my wife the Jaws Funko that she wanted. They have a Jaws Funko exclusive of the moment where, I believe his name's Quint. I don't really watch the movie. She's a Jaws fanatic. But they have the part where Jaws is eating Quint.
That'd be pretty cool.
So, sadly, I am failing in my husband duties, as I have not, and I will not, be able to acquire the last and final Funko for her Jaws set. It is what it is. We'll see.
And that's just an exclusive.
Yeah, it's a San Diego exclusive, or San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Obviously, I'm gonna see some for sale on the internet, but guess what? That $40 Funko is gonna be a couple hundred. Right. The reason I say that, there's this thing called Marvel Core. Marvel Collector Core. It's a subscription service through Amazon. So it's done by Funko as well. And whenever they're gearing up to release a new movie, you get this this box. All right. So for the Avengers Endgame, there was a Marvel Collector Core exclusive of Funko that was Captain America. And guess what he was doing?
What?
He was holding Mjolnir. Alright, so now, if you collect Captain America Funkos, or if you collect Thor Funkos, your Funko collection is not complete until you have acquired Captain America holding Mjolnir. Guess what?
What?
That Funko is $180 resale because of these, not to be rude if you're one of them, assholes who decided to make 150% profit. Come on, man. And now, for some ungodly reason, I can't even subscribe to Marvel Collector Core. And I'm a fucking Amazon Prime member. Speaking of which, I know I cuss a lot. That's why you see the E with the square. That means explicit. If you're easily offended, you might want to tune into a different podcast because we ain't the one for you. If you're liking this flow, man, just stick around, man, because we got loads and loads of shit planned. We're doing mad giveaways in the future. We started this podcast by giving away an autographed CD, all right? That autograph was from Arizona's very own Futuristic. He's one of my favorite up-and-coming rappers. I don't know if he even has intentions of being signed, because this man has done quite a bit independent. But the autograph CD is called Blessings. If you entered to win that CD, we got your entries. There was only a couple of you. We're just we just started. We expected there only be like 2. So I was pretty impressed with the 11 of y'all that did like, follow, and retweet as specified. Now let's see if y'all did the last part. Let's see if you listened. Cause we used our random generator. Now what we did, I wrote down all the names of the people who did what we said, alright? And I put a number beside them. 1 through whatever.
And that was in the order that they retweeted.
Yes. Now, what we did is we used a random generator from 1 to whatever, alright? I don't want to tell you that whatever number because it's so low that it's embarrassing. But,
I think you just did, though. 11.
Oh, I may have. Yeah, alright, so...
So 1 to 11.
So 1 to 11. There was 11 of y'all that liked, followed, and retweeted. And that random generator happened to stumble upon a fella whose name is David Yoder. His Twitter handle is @GoldenEagle1987. So if you did the last and final part of this giveaway, I'm going to need you to go ahead and email us at WTFDaveandChris@gmail.com so that you can receive your prize.
We'll need, obviously, additional information to get it to you.
Yeah, like, your address, whatnot.
That's pretty important to receive it.
I don't know that I can get it to you any other manner. But, Blessings was a very good album. I wasn't able to acquire, an autographed copy of I Am, because that just dropped. We're going to speak about I Am just a little bit here. Dave is very new to the hip-hop scene. Dave... What do you normally fuck with? What is your type?
I mean, MGK. If we're talking about like hip hop, it's
music in general. Who you got?
I mean, Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace.
Oh,
alternative rock.
Well, guess what? Turns out that this isn't just a hip hop podcast, and now we got ourselves a man who can give you some insight on the rock side. I like to stay caught up on music, man. Music is life, and if you're not rocking to a good vibe, you're always gonna have a bad day. So move to the beat of your own drum, right? So back to this Futuristic album. So you're going to start off with a song called Call You Back. Probably not my favorite on the album, but definitely a good song. Let's just jump straight into what I find to be the best songs. It was a toss-up. Futuristic, man, you did it again. I can't pick one song that I like the most, because there's 2 of them. And you do this to me every time, man. Quit dropping this fire. My house is... I don't got a fire department close to me, man. I live out in the country, dude. Stop doing this. But, I'm a big fan of a song called Feel Again. Alright? Now, I have been gifted that permission for you guys to hear a little piece of Feel Again. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this off right here so you can hear that little piece, alright? So as you guys are hearing, this is titled Feel Again. For some reason, man, this one just really hit me. I don't know, I can't not feel the emotion that he's putting out in this song. I feel like Futuristic's going through some shit, man. He's been posting all over his Twitter, 3 days sober, 4 days sober. I think we're up to 4 days now, man. I hope he ain't going through some shit, man, because we need artists like this to stick around for a while. Any thoughts, man?
I completely agree.
Yeah, so that's just a little snippet of Futuristic's Feel Again. I hope you give it a fair listen. Like I said, the album overall, it's a pretty fire album. He did a good job. He continuously does a good job. In the future, I'd like to say I want to see some of that, Devon Terrell coast to coast shit, man, because that's what turned me on to Futuristic. Next week, I'm actually planning on calling my buddy Will Smith, because he's the one who showed me who Futuristic is. This ain't
Because you're really close with?
This ain't Fresh Prince. I work with a gentleman named Will Smith.
All right, I just making sure we're on the same page here.
I was riding with him to work, man. It was a tough time. My wife and I, we only had one car. We're trying to make ends meet. And my buddy Will picks me up. And I throw in some logic, all right? And he's like, yo, this makes me think of Futuristic. And at that time, man, I ain't never heard of Futuristic. I thought he was talking about future. Like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck you mean this make you think of... So, then he finally showed me who Futuristic was. And I just... Yeah, that was it, man. I had to find when this dude was going on tour. I had to see if I can go see him. Alright? And even to this day, the most personal concert that my wife and I have been to, man, most of my spare money goes to concerts. That's what we do for fun. But Futuristic had the best concert that I've been to, man. He came out into the crowd. This dude had us holding a basketball hoop so he could jump from the stage and dunk on the crowd. It was a pleasant deal. I don't know, man. Just go listen to I Am. You can catch it on Spotify. You can catch it on iTunes. You can catch it on YouTube. You can catch it anywhere, man. If you agree with me, go ahead and drop me a fucking like and a comment about how great this album was on our Twitter, because I'd love to hear you guys' feedback on the album. If you guys liked the intro to this, and I'm really hoping you guys like the outro. That instrumental, it came from one of my buddies from Cleveland. His name is Fred. I ain't gonna give you his last name, that don't matter. But his Instagram handle is TWO6 as in the number, and then TEEN. So it's gonna be 216. That is 216, by the way. That's Cleveland's area code. If you're from Ohio, you know what the fuck 216 is. If you listen to NGK, you know what the fuck 216 is. If you guys want to inquire this guy about some beats, like I said, man, this dude, he does phenomenal work. And he'll get back to you. Keep in mind, this dude's got a real job. So he'll get to you in a timely manner. I'd like for you to email him at FMAC. So that's going to be Fred Mac, pretty much. I think that's what that stands for. But it's FMAC1988@gmail.com. Hit him up, man. Anything you need. If you need a beat for you want to make your own song, you want to try to do the hip-hop shit. This dude, his roots are in the hip-hop. So if you want to try to, be an aspiring rapper, hit my man up, man. Fred can hook you up. He got the beats on deck, no doubt. Like, that's for sure. Dave over here, man, he got a buddy who just started a business. What did you say this business is called?
The business it's actually my buddy Skylar, aka Tater.
Tater. I met Tater.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
He actually just started his business, SRT Designs. Right now, he's currently creating decals, custom decals for vehicles or, really anywhere you want a decal. And the ones he's created so far look pretty sweet. And, there's like endless possibilities. You have an idea, I'd shoot him an email, hit him up on Facebook. let him know what you're looking to do, and I'm sure he can work something out. I know in the future he's thinking about getting into like maybe t-shirts or other type of designs. So I do definitely wish him the best of luck. But he is on Facebook now. He has his own Facebook page, SRT Designs. Go ahead and get on, send him a message, and see what he can do for you.
All right, guys. That's pretty much going to wrap this one up. Like I said, man, we're going to try this podcast thing out for a little while. If we like it, we're going to keep sticking with it. If we gain some traction, man, I'd really love to gain some listeners. I think that I got shit that y'all might want to hear. I don't know, man. Like I said, this all stemmed from an idea because we were at Josh, which is Dave's brother. We were at his birthday dinner. And I'm telling you, what was supposed to be a celebration birthday ended up being me and Dave just having a one-on-one conversation, and pretty much everybody else just kind of tuning in to what the fuck we was talking about. That's where this came from. I said, man, we got some good chemistry. We can talk back and forth. This seems to work out pretty well. I'd like for you guys to at least, give us a fair chance. Follow us on Twitter for sure. Our handle, again, is WTF Dave and Chris. All right.
And if you have any ideas, anything you'd like to hear on the show, anything you might want reviewed, or first hands on impressions of maybe video games or videos or anything like that, feel free to comment, email us, let us know what you're thinking, and we'll definitely see what we could do. And aside from that, definitely give us comments on this podcast and future podcasts to let us know what you enjoyed and what you would like to see.
Oh yeah, man, feedback. We want 100%.
Yeah.
I need some genuine feedback. If you 2-star me, I ain't gonna cry, man. It is what it is. I've been through the military. I can take corrective criticism. But what I need you to do is help me get you the shit you want to hear. All right? Let us know what it is you're looking for. I apologize if you guys don't want to hear ads in a podcast. Look, man, we ain't doing this shit to get rich. It ain't gonna happen. But we did select the option for it to be monetized because we gotta try to make something, man. We can't do giveaways, and we can't do all that shit without having some source of income that isn't from my job. My job is to pay my bills. I need something to pay my hobbies.
I agree, and if you're looking for giveaways, that's definitely something we're going to be into in the future.
Oh yeah.
So definitely stay tuned. It may not be weekly, but in the future, definitely we will.
Milestones. We want to hit milestones. You're gonna get giveaways every time we hit what we see as a little goal. Then you're gonna get a giveaway. If you didn't win today's giveaway, if you didn't win that Futuristic CD, man, it's all good. It's all good. There's more autographed merchandise coming. I'm an autograph collector. I am able to get you autographs. Dave is going to try to find us some exclusives in the video game world, man, because I want to get something to everybody. I don't know, man. That's it. I have nothing else to say. I really hope you enjoyed this. I really hope you gave it a fair chance, and I really hope you come back next week. We're shooting to record on every Saturday. When it gets uploaded, it's beyond me. I don't play that game. That's on Dave.
It'll most likely be, same day or next day.
We're new to this game, all right? We don't know shit about podcasts. We just listen to them. I'm very much inspired by the Brooklyn boys, man. Shout out to the Brooklyn boys. But we'll see where this goes. I'm hoping to get it on Spotify. I'm hoping to get it on iTunes. I'm hoping to get it on SoundCloud. I'm hoping to get it on Google Play. Any of those, man. But we got to take it one day at a time. I appreciate your listen. Hope you come back for more, because there's gonna be more content, man. We're going hard at this. We're not gonna give up. I just need y'all's feedback. Please like us. Please follow us. Please retweet anything that we got for you. Please rate us. Definitely rate us.
Definitely rate us, and we definitely appreciate your support.
Yeah, man. Come back next week. And like I said, as always, this is What the Fuck, Dave and Chris.
Weekly talk, Chris. Weekly talk.
Yeah. Weekly talk featuring Dave and Chris. You know what we got.
Please remember to subscribe, follow, and email us at WTF Dave and Chris @gmail.com.